We are telling kids all across America, you cannot come up here unless you get what the Democrats tell you is the best thing for your health. And even though there are some scientists who say that it actually may imperil your health, you don't get a choice, and you can't be part of the nationwide Senate program. You can't be part of this elite group unless you submit, unless you bend the knee to the Democrats, unless you say, my body belongs to the Democrat Party. My body will be injected with whatever the Democrats tell me I need to do because I don't have control over my medical decisions. The Democrat Party does. So here we have advocates of the vaccine, mainstream scientists who work in the vaccine community, who've been promoting vaccines for the health of the community. These are not people opposed to vaccines saying they would not give a booster to their child. They would not give a third COVID vaccine because the risks of the vaccine outweigh the risks of the disease. The Democrats somehow feel you are a cog in their wheel and you're just supposed to do what everybody does and do as you say. But really, your healthcare decisions are based on your risks of getting COVID, your risks of dying, being hospitalized, or transmitting it. It's about you. That's why you make the decision. Instead, they want a blanket mandate. And by doing it to the pages here and forcing them to submit to this, what they are doing is setting a terrible example for the country. One editorial put it this way last year: if being boosted becomes a prerequisite for participation in normal life, the vaccine's diminishing efficacy means the booster campaign will never end. What does that mean? The virus is evolving. It's like the flu. It's changing every 3 or 4 months. The vaccine becomes outdated within 3 or 4 months. So if you're at risk, by all means, keep getting the updated vaccine. We're not even mandating the updated vaccine. We're mandating a booster, and often a booster that's a year or two old and has no effect at all on the vaccine, even for people who are susceptible to this. But we need to let the individual kids and their parents make this decision. Germany, France, Denmark, Finland, and Sweden all restricted Moderna's vaccine for young people. Norway, South America, and the UK all chose to recommend only 1 dose of Pfizer due to the risk of cardiovascular side effects for booster in kids. Why is the U.S. Senate choosing to ignore risks other countries acknowledge when mandating these vaccines for young people who are in peak physical condition? Public health measures should be backed up with proof that the benefits outweigh the burdens. There is no evidence of that when it comes to vaccination and booster mandates, especially for teenagers, who as a group are less vulnerable to this virus than any senator. There is no evidence, and I don't say that lightly, zero. There are 0 studies in any of the scientific literature that show that a booster for adolescents reduces transmission, hospitalization, or death. 0.